Breaking news, everybody. The Chicago Bears just pulled off what might be one of the best moves of the offseason. And yeah, we're diving all the way into it because this one deserves some serious attention. Joe Thuney, one of the top interior offensive linemen in the league, has agreed to a contract extension that keeps him in Chicago through the 2027 season. And the details of the deal? Absolute masterclass from Ryan Poles. So here's what went down. While most of us were still getting our day started, Poles was out here making moves. Thuney signs a 2-year extension worth $35 million. And that number right there should catch your attention. That's $17.5 million per year, with $33.1 million guaranteed, including this current 2025 season. That means the Bears now have one of the best guards in the entire NFL locked in on a deal that's well below what the top-tier guys are earning right now. Just for context, some of the best guards in the league are making $20 to $21 million annually. So to get Thuney at this price, that's a steal. No other way to put it. And here's the thing. He's not some aging vet who's clinging to his last few good years. Yes, he's turning 33 this season, but his performance level has barely dipped, if at all. He's still playing at or near the top of his game. The Bears structured the contract so that it offers flexibility down the line. If, for whatever reason, things don't pan out by year 2, there's a way out. But honestly, that seems unlikely. Thuney has been one of the most consistent, durable, and effective offensive linemen in the league for years. He's only missed 2 games his entire career. 2. That kind of reliability is rare, especially in the trenches. Now, think about what this means for the Bears' offensive line. You've got a 4-time All-Pro who has not only protected 2 of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, but he's done it at the highest level and under the brightest lights. He's won 4 Super Bowls. He's played every position on the interior line and has even stepped in at tackle when needed. Remember last season with Kansas City? When they were desperate for a left tackle late in the year, Thuney stepped in and held his own. Sure, he got exposed a bit against elite pass rushers. Understandable, he's not a natural tackle, but that move arguably saved their season. That type of versatility, you can't put a price tag on it. But now he's back at his natural position, left guard, and this is where he thrives. And let me be real with you. This isn't just about what Thuney does on the field. It's also about what he brings off the field. Leadership, professionalism, experience. This guy has been coached by Bill Belichick and Andy Reid. He's been part of winning cultures. He's played next to elite linemen, helped bring up younger guys, and set a standard that every locker room needs. You could see it in his first press conference after coming to Chicago. He wanted to be here. This wasn't just a paycheck move. He's bought in. And we have to give credit where it's due. Ryan Poles made it happen. There were probably offers out there. If Thuney had tested free agency, I have no doubt he could have gotten $20 million per year, maybe more. He was on a $16 million per year deal before, and he outperformed that. The market has only gone up. Just look at Trey Smith. He's under the franchise tag now and set to earn over $23 million this season. That's the level we're talking about. So locking Thuney in at 17.5. That's highway robbery. And what's even better, the Bears didn't just extend one piece. They've now got their entire interior offensive line under control through 2027. Drew Dalman at center, Jonah Jackson at right guard, and now Thuney at left guard. That's a core, and it's structured in a way that keeps the team financially flexible. If something happens, injuries, decline in performance, whatever, they can pivot. But if it all clicks, you've got one of the most cohesive, experienced, and stable interiors in the entire league. Now, cap-wise, this move also helps in a big way. Thuney's cap hit for this year drops to around $8 million, which frees up another $7 to $8 million in space. That's more than enough to sign the draft class and still have a little left over. Most teams like to go into the season with about $5 or $6 million in reserve for in-season moves, and the Bears are right on track for that now. And honestly, this flexibility could even open the door for another move before the season starts, or even at the trade deadline if the right opportunity pops up. Let's take a second to talk about how Poles structures contracts. Whether you love or hate every move he's made, one thing that's undeniable is that he's smart with the numbers. He's not locking the team into long-term deadweight. Even in the cases where things didn't go well, like Nate Davis, for example. The contracts were built in a way where the Bears could recover quickly. Davis didn't work out, but they were able to move on after 1 year without killing their cap situation. That's not luck. That's smart management. So again, hats off to Poles, to Thuney, and to his agent Mike McCartney. With OTA starting, this was the final big piece the team needed to address in terms of extensions, and now it's done. There aren't really any other extension candidates at this point. Maybe someone like Jaquan Brisker down the line, but with his concussion history, they're likely going to wait and see how this season plays out. But right now, with the interior line locked in and Darnell, Wright holding down the right tackle spot, the Bears' offensive front is taking shape in a serious way. Wright still has this year, next year, and a fifth-year option. If he performs well this season, he's probably next in line for an extension next offseason. That means you could be looking at 4 out of 5 starting linemen locked up long-term. And that's the kind of stability every offense dreams of. You want to build around your quarterback? This is how you do it. Build a wall in front of him. Left tackle is the one position still up in the air, and that'll get sorted out in training camp. Isaiah Trapilo is expected to get the first reps in OTAs, and Kieran Amagaji will have his shot too. Braxton Jones is still recovering from ankle surgery and won't be back until camp, and even then, he's expected to be limited. Whether that means fewer reps, a slower ramp-up, or alternating days, we'll see. But for now, from left guard to right tackle, the Bears are in a good spot. The challenge now is building chemistry. That starts today. This part of the offseason isn't about winning jobs. It's about mastering the details. Communication, technique, knowing exactly what the guy next to you is going to do. That's what spring is for. That's what Ben Johnson's been preaching for the last few months. Fundamentals, repetition, mental reps. When training camp gets here, that's when the real competition begins. But if this unit can stay healthy, build that cohesion, and just get average play at left tackle, watch out, because there's real potential here. And I know people always want to rush to the sexy names and highlight real plays, but if you know football, you know it all starts in the trenches. Thuney brings more than just all-pro ability. He brings a championship mindset. He's been in the biggest games, faced the best defenses, and come out on top. This is the kind of presence that can elevate the entire line. Young guys learn from him. Coaches trust him. Quarterbacks can focus on making plays because they know the interior is locked down. Honestly, I think Thuney did the Bears a solid here. $17.5 million per year might sound like a lot, but it's a discount for a player of his caliber. If his play dips a little over time, say 15%, he's still a top-tier guard. He would have to completely fall off a cliff for this to be a bad deal. And based on his track record, I just don't see that happening. He takes care of his body. He's durable. He's not a guy who relies solely on athleticism that fades with age. His game is built to last. I wouldn't even be shocked if he played beyond this contract, whether it's here or elsewhere. Right now, though, all that matters is the Bears just solidified one of the most important positions on the field for a price that keeps them competitive, flexible, and prepared for the future. This wasn't just a smart move, it was a statement. A statement that the Bears are serious about protecting their quarterback, about building from the inside out, and about setting a foundation for long-term success. And now that the core of the offensive line is locked in, the attention naturally shifts to how this group will gel throughout the offseason and into the regular season. That process officially kicks off with OTAs. And while there's no full contact at this stage, this is where the groundwork gets laid. It's about communication, understanding the playbook, knowing each other's tendencies, and building that unspoken connection that only comes from countless reps together. Joe Thuney's presence in that room instantly raises the bar. Younger guys like Dalman and even Darnell Wright will benefit just from watching how he prepares, how he moves, how he communicates. That kind of influence in the locker room can't be overstated. This is the type of signing that impacts more than just the games on Sundays. As for the left tackle spot, that's still the only real uncertainty heading into the summer. Braxton Jones, who's been holding down that position, is out as he recovers from ankle surgery. It's been confirmed he won't participate in OTAs and likely won't be at full strength when training camp opens. That opens the door for competition. Isaiah Trapilo will reportedly get the first shot and Kieran Amagagi will also be in the mix. It's not ideal to go into the season with questions at such a critical position, but the Bears are at least in a spot where the rest of the line is strong and stable enough to help whoever steps in at left tackle. And if Braxton can get healthy and come back ready to compete, then things get even more interesting. This entire strategy reflects a long-term vision from Ryan Poles. He's building not just for today, but for sustained success. That's why this Thuney deal matters so much. It fits into a broader timeline, with contracts aligned through 2027 and structured in ways that maintain cap flexibility. By locking in these key interior players now, the Bears avoid getting caught in bidding wars down the road or having to throw big money at replacements. They've built a nucleus, and now it's about developing cohesion and maximizing potential. Looking at the financial side again, Thuney's reduced cap hit this year. Just $8 million gives the front office room to breathe. After signing their draft class, the Bears are expected to have around $5 to $6 million in cap space left over. That's right where most smart teams like to be. Enough room to make an in-season move if needed, sign an emergency player, or maybe even swing a trade if the opportunity is right. And with Poles' track record for keeping the team financially nimble, that's not just theoretical. It's real flexibility that can turn into real additions down the line. There's also the possibility of restructuring other contracts if a major opportunity arises. Maybe DJ Moore, maybe Montez Sweat, or Jalen Johnson. If there's a player available that's worth pushing money down the road for, the Bears have options. They haven't boxed themselves into a corner. That's a credit to how Poles has managed the roster. Even when some of his signings haven't panned out perfectly, like Nate Davis, for example, he's built those contracts so the team can pivot quickly. It's strategic, it's forward-thinking, and it's putting the Bears in position to make real progress. And now, with OTAs underway, we start to see the early chemistry build. No one's winning starting jobs just yet. That comes later in training camp. But what's happening now is just as important. Players learning to trust each other, learning the system, focusing on the details. As offensive coordinator Ben Johnson has been emphasizing, this phase is all about fundamentals. Timing, communication, knowing where your teammates are going to be without needing to ask. It's the kind of work that doesn't show up in highlights, but makes all the difference when the real games start. With Thuney setting the tone on the left side, Dalman holding it down in the middle, Jackson looking to bounce back strong at right guard, and Wright continuing to grow at right tackle, there's a real opportunity here to build something special. If the Bears can just get average play at left tackle, and that's a big if, but still within reach, then this could be one of the better offensive lines in the league. And with a young quarterback needing time to develop, that kind of protection could be a game changer. This isn't about flashy moves or headline-grabbing trades. This is about building smart, solid, sustainable success. And locking in Joe Thuney, at a discount no less, is a huge step in that direction. The Bears aren't just trying to compete this year. They're building a foundation, and this move proves it. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a stunning development just days before the NFL season kicks off, the Chicago Bears are reportedly making waves in the league with a triple signing that could transform their roster and elevate their championship aspirations. Sources close to the team have revealed that the Bears are set to acquire 3 of the most sought-after stars in the league. Defensive powerhouse Myles Garrett, electrifying wide receiver Justin Jefferson, and dynamic linebacker Micah Parsons. If confirmed, this unprecedented move signals a bold and aggressive strategy by Chicago to emerge as serious contenders in the upcoming season. Myles Garrett, widely regarded as one of the most dominant defensive ends in the NFL, brings a rare blend of speed, power, and relentless pursuit to the Bears' defense. Since entering the league, Garrett has been a disruptive force on the edge, consistently wreaking havoc on opposing quarterbacks and anchoring a defense that thrives on pressure. His arrival would instantly elevate the Bears' pass rush, providing a crucial weapon to complement the team's defensive schemes. Garrett's impact goes beyond just statistics. His leadership and tenacity have the potential to inspire and energize the entire defensive unit. On the offensive side, the Bears' acquisition of Justin Jefferson would represent a massive boost to their aerial attack. Jefferson, known for his exceptional route running, reliable hands, and explosive playmaking ability, has rapidly become one of the league's premier wide receivers. His presence would give the Bears' quarterback a lethal weapon, capable of changing the course of a game with a single catch. The dynamic Jefferson would not only stretch defenses vertically, but also open up opportunities for other skilled players, making Chicago's offense far more versatile and difficult to defend. Complementing this star power is Micah Parsons, a linebacker whose combination of speed, agility, and instinct has made him a standout since his debut. Parsons excels at both stopping the run and applying relentless pressure in pass rush situations. His versatility allows him to be deployed in various defensive roles, making him a valuable asset in any scheme. Bringing Parsons into the fold would strengthen the Bears' linebacking core, offering a disruptive force capable of impacting all facets of a defense. The timing of these potential signings is particularly noteworthy, arriving just before the regular season begins. Such last-minute roster moves suggest a front office eager to shake up the status quo and make a statement to both the fans and the league. The Bears, who have struggled in recent seasons to find consistent success, seem poised to rewrite their narrative with this ambitious haul of talent. While the logistics and final details of the deals are yet to be officially confirmed, the mere rumor of landing Garrett, Jefferson, and Parsons has already sent shockwaves through NFL circles. This aggressive roster overhaul could mark a turning point for the Bears franchise, signaling a renewed commitment to competing at the highest level. Fans and analysts alike will be watching closely as these three stars join forces in Chicago, eager to see if this bold gamble pays off on the field. With a combination of elite defensive and offensive talents now seemingly within reach, the Bears could well become the team to beat in the upcoming NFL season. As the league prepares for kickoff, one thing is certain. The Chicago Bears are making a statement that they intend to be front and center in the battle for NFL supremacy. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.